What's up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
And we are the Geeky Saying Couple, and this is our favorite video and channel on the Citadel. Anyway, so Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out this month. I've already posted one Let's Play, and Jess has been playing it. And, you know, I was like, you know what? Huge theory going on in the Mass Effect fandom, so do a video about it. Why not? Because we do want to branch this channel out to be more than just a Ruby channel.
I mean, Luna's been noticed first. I mean,
yeah,
an official title.
Yeah, pretty much. She's pretty much the dog of Mass Effect now. So
more stuff coming with that. Let's just put it that way.
So while playing the trilogy over again, you know, it's got me thinking about the next game, which Bioware have already released a trailer for. If you didn't see it, we did do it wasn't a reaction because we couldn't help it. We had to watch it as soon as it dropped. But it was kind of a discussion video. We talked about the new Dragon Age trailer as well, because we're a fan of that series also. And we kind of talked about it, you know, not really frame by frame, but, you know, kind of different sections. And I've kind of let the idea percolate ever since then to go a little bit more in depth with it. Now, the big question really going on is Commander Shepard coming back. Now, if you've never played the Mass Effect series, Commander Shepard is pretty much the player character. They can be male or female. You decide their prehistory, their psychological profile pretty much, and you pretty much make Shepard your character throughout the entire trilogy. You decide if they are a paragon who is just, you know, your stereotypical straight-laced hero, a renegade who is still a hero, but it's kind of an anti-hero, or in between. You also can choose Commander Shepard's sexuality and who you romance and stuff like that. So Commander Shepard is one of the more beloved video game protagonists. I mean, really, I think Commander Shepard being a player character, you know, and one that you can pretty much create yourself, is one of those very rare created characters who have risen to being like, you know, that is the protagonist of the series. Because usually with games like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and others, a sole created character is not lofted that highly. But with Mass Effect 3, Bioware said that was the end of Shepard's story, and they tried to go elsewhere with Mass Effect Andromeda, and
well,
it didn't go too well. Not a whole lot, like not all was on the characters, but the development and how it was done. And there for a while, Mass Effect was put on hiatus, and a lot of people thought the series was dead, that it was a dead series. But thankfully, there is a new game coming, and they've released the Legendary Edition, which is amazing. Though Mass Effect 3 in the Legendary Edition still has the awful ending, even though, yes, the extended cut made it better, but it still didn't make up for the horrendous writing of the original game. And it's funny, not too long ago, a former writer from BioWare came out and said that even though the indoctrination theory was never real, it was a theory, that's all it was, he wishes that they had been that smart. That was his own words. He said that he was like, yeah, we weren't that smart. But this new trailer has pretty much got everyone thinking the same thing, that it's going to be a sequel to Mass Effect 3. So we're going back to the Milky Way. And while there's still some who I don't think are really grasping the concept, or they just don't think BioWare will do it, but it kind of hits that Commander Shepard is coming back to the Mass Effect franchise. And why? Why would they do that, and how? Well, for a little bit, we're going to talk about how story-wise it's going to happen and how the trailer kind of pointed that way. But also, we're going to talk about BioWare's situation after that. So, the trailer, you know, it pretty much gave us ideas and all that. Andromeda is going to factor somehow because they said that seeing the two galaxies in the trailer does mean something. But here's the first big thing: Dead Reapers. And it was confirmed by BioWare that yes, that is a Dead Reaper you see in the trailer. And here's how we get closer to Shepard. The only ending of Mass Effect 3 that has the Reapers destroyed is the destroy ending. In the control ending, the Reapers are still around, though depending on if Shepard was a Paragon or Renegade, it really decides their nature. Synthesis, I don't think they were destroyed either. And, of course, in Destroy, they are destroyed. Now, and we also saw in the trailer a mass relay being repaired, which we saw that in the extended cut. There's a lot of articles I've read where people are forgetting that in the extended cut, it was showed that the mass relays are not, like originally, when Mass Effect 3 first came out before the extended cut, yeah, it showed the mass relays being destroyed, but in the extended cut, they fixed that. They just showed them being damaged. So, because everybody was like, well, if the mass relays are destroyed, no one can get home, and Turians and Quarians can't eat human food, so they're all going to starve to death. Like, well, what's the point here, you know? So that was one of the biggest plot points of the original ending. So it was showing the mass relays being repaired, and of course, we saw Liara, which a lot of people think she looked older. I don't think so. We never got a clear look at her face, but it's Liara. So I'm not jumping on the whole this takes place thousands of years or hundreds of years after 3 until BioWare confirms that. But I also don't think they would bring back Liara and not bring back Shepard. It's the same way with Garrus and all the others. If you brought back Garrus, you can't not have Shepard. You know, there's no Vicarian without Shepard. And even if you don't romance Garrus and Shepard are pretty much Batman and Robin of Mass Effect. So the thing is, Liara unearths a scrap of N7 armor. You know, you can twist it however you want to. N7 armor does not encompass anyone else more than Commander Shepard. Yeah, they had it in Andromeda. I'm sorry, they kind of kept it there just to keep some familiar, like, you know, something the player would be familiar with, because your dad's an N7, but he doesn't last very long. And yeah, you can wear the N7 armor, but Ryder is not an N7. And it's just like, okay, N7 armor, Dead Reapers, Liara, we're obviously in the Milky Way. This is a sequel, and they're kind of hinting that Shepard is going to be the player character again. And how that could happen, well, I read an article earlier today talking about this very thing, and they obviously didn't know that BioWare confirmed a long time ago that yes, Shepard does survive the destroy ending. Of course, if you have a high military effective rate, which if you don't, everybody dies, so I don't think that's canon. At the very end of Mass Effect 3, if you get the destroy ending, at the very end, you see in a pile of rubble Shepard's body. They take a breath, and that's it. Well, BioWare someone from BioWare a long time ago on their original BioWare forums. Yeah, this was back in 2013, maybe. I forgot what year it was, but it was around that. It was long ago. They did confirm that yes, Commander Shepard is alive in that ending, and it was pretty much left up to us to decide what happened. They did say that if you notice the love interest after they put in the extended cut in extended cut would look up and hope, kind of like not wanting to put Shepard's name on the memorial wall, hinting that the love interest knows that Shepard is alive, blah blah blah. And it looks like they're following through with that. Now, why would BioWare do this as a company? Well, BioWare's not doing too well. It's been a lot of people's worry that EA was going to shut them down, because it seems like every time a studio doesn't do very well for so long, EA just shuts them down. I'm still reeling that they shut down Versatile, but it really all starts back with Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, I loved Inquisition. At that time, I thought it was an amazing game. Sadly, I've played it too much, and now whenever I play it, I get really, really bored, sadly. Because I know what's coming. I know all the side quests I gotta do. The maps were almost completely empty. It was full of mostly fetch quests. So yes, Inquisition has issues. It really does. Was it a horrible game? No. And it won Game of the Year that year. And it was brought out that many in BioWare did not want that game to win a Game of the Year because of all the crunch and all that they had to do for it. And they knew if it won Game of the Year, they knew that would be the standard for every other game. Now, of course, since winning Game of the Year, a lot of people have come out and given their criticisms on Inquisition and all that. Then, oh boy, Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't think we have to go into a lot of details how bad Andromeda looked when it first came out. Like, at first, I guess I was just blind by optimism. I enjoyed it when it first came out. You can ask her. I did several playthroughs in that game, and once again, it's one of those games where if I play it again, I'm really bored, because too big of maps, too much to do, and it's mostly fetch quests or go to this one area, kill all the enemies, and that's it. They did try to fix it, and it did get a tad bit better, but even the Legendary Edition, these games are several, Mass Effect 1 is almost, well, it's over a decade old, and it looks better than Andromeda. So after that, BioWare put Mass Effect on hiatus, and then they came out with Anthem.
Ooh.
Yeah, that game was a disaster, and they were planning on redoing it and relaunching it, and they just canceled it.
And the price just went down.
Yeah, that game was like $10 to $5 in less than a year.
I've never seen, at least for a name that everyone was talking about, I've never seen a game go from the full price it was.
Yeah.
To
it was literally.
I was putting stickers and I said, "Is this correct?"
Yeah, it was
$5 here.
Yeah.
It's just I've never seen a price drop that quickly on a game that was being currently talked about as a newer game.
Oh, so yeah, it was awful. It literally went to $5-10 in less than a year after it was out. And I tried playing it. It was a mess. It was buggy. It was even it was awful. I didn't even get past the first mission. It was so bad. And then rumors started flying around that the next Dragon Age was going to be Anthem with dragons.
Oh, the fandom uproar with the rumors of that.
Yeah, I was worried. I was oh my gosh, they're going to kill BioWare. Thankfully, after they canceled the relaunch of Anthem, they canceled that, and now, according to inside sources, Dragon Age 4 is going to be 100% a single-player game, and it's also because Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order done very well, and it was strictly a single-player game, so thank everything for that game. Thank the Force for that game. So, how does this tie back in with the new Mass Effect? Well, BioWare wants to save Mass Effect. Andromeda heard it big time. And really, there may be a tie-in somewhere in the game, but I would not be surprised if BioWare wants to stay away from Andromeda for a little bit longer. Because if you put Andromeda's name in this next game, people are just not going to buy it. They're not going to want anything to do with it. There'll be some hardcores like us who may give it a chance, but the general fandom, no, they won't touch it.
Especially since, and then that'd be a huge downfall to them too, because, like, since the Legendary Edition, was announced and, has come out, it has reached a whole new set of gamers who have never even been into this franchise to begin with.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'd seen a lot of people post on, Twitter and stuff, hey, I know this has been out, I know this series has existed. It's just, avoid spoilers. There was, some people attacking others. No, it really does make sense. There's a whole new generation that is now getting introduced to this amazing game. Like the whole trilogy. And, I mean, yeah, I've obviously been through, I know, the whole game for years, but this was actually my first full playthrough by myself in this, and it's been absolutely amazing. I mean, like I said, it was no spoilers to me, but it would definitely turn people away if in the next one, they brought anything with Andromeda.
Yeah, so...
because that would be the first game they were introduced to into the franchise before this.
Yeah. So... that's pretty much another big, like, the real life reason. BioWare may feel like they need to go back to Commander Shepard to...
I've kind of thought that before.
to give Mass Effect a rejolt, just like to get it back into good graces, because the Legendary Edition will do that, but it's still remasters. It's still games that people have already played. Even though Mass Effect 1 was almost a whole new experience in a way. So...
I think in the analysis video that we had done of the trailers, you had mentioned it before. Like, there's some people, and I have seen some people say it, well, what if Shepard, yeah, she may be alive, but what if she's dying? Well, Miranda.
Yeah, if Miranda... yeah, it like I said, it depends on how long it takes place after the third one, but... the Lazarus Project, which was created for the sole purpose of bringing Commander Shepard back to life. So, yeah. Technically, if Miranda isn't alive, the project is still there.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying it was connected. Think Miranda. Her project would still exist.
Yeah.
I mean, all the notes would be there. It'd just be a matter of.
Yeah, because they've got they have the things there to write them out of things like that. Plus the fact that the blast affected all synthetics, and yes, Shepard had synthetics in them from when they were brought back, but if we've already got that confirmation that Shepard is still alive, that might mean that they didn't need the synthetics to live. So
it just brought her back, and I guess helped heal the inside of her as they rebuilt. That's, I mean...
I think you mean they, since Shepard can be male.
So, I mean, really, once her body would be surviving on its own, the synthetics would just be there.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to BioWare. I think the voice talent is already under NDAs, even though this game's going to be a good while until it comes out. But, yeah, I just think already with the trailer, putting the pieces simply together, not overthinking it, and just knowing the kind of state BioWare is in, since the last couple of games they've released have been disasters, I think, yeah, Commander Shepard is coming back in this next game. But who knows? We could be 100% wrong, and this video will just make us look like clowns. We won't know, of course, until more info comes out. We've still got the next Dragon Age that'll come out first, because it was in development first. Then we'll be in full Mass Effect mode. But tell us your thoughts in the comments, guys. Please remember, if you enjoy our content, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click the like button. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.